Precise, elegant, deadly. In all the games I've played, one class of weapon stands out among the rest, awarding pinpoint accuracy with devastating damage. A skilled player with it is unstoppable, shredding the lobby like they are paper with every considered shot. Of course, this can only be the humble grenade launcher. Among common weapons found in shooters, the grenade launcher is on the rarer side, compared to your typical shotguns and machine guns and sniper rifles, but when it shows up, I'll be the first to utilize it. But not all grenade launchers are created equal. In fact, some are really bad. So let's take a look at a few and rate how well they perform. The primary of choice for the Demoman, the grenade launcher, is the obvious choice for his explosive-based loadout, especially when his best friend the soldier already has dibs on the rocket launcher. The grenade launcher is a powerful and reliable primary. I just love hitting pipes, especially after knocking someone mid-air or just catching them out of the air in general, and trying to use bounces to hit enemies around corners. It has a few visual bugs and a weird audio bug, I think. But still, solid A-tier launcher. Next, we will visit Team Fortress's evil twin, Overwatch. Overwatch has many unique weapons, such as lasers, hammers, Tesla cannons, and more, but despite its best efforts, in my opinion, it just can't beat Junkrat and his grenade launcher. Just another grenade launcher I can always rely on. Good damage and reliable accuracy, with minimum downtime due to its quick reload, along with that Overwatch polish, that satisfying SFX, and a junky design. It gets the first S tier. Continuing up the family tree, next we'll check out the Black Sheep, Battleborn. While Battleborn is technically dead and buried, we have the technology to relive the experience and evaluate the paltry peacekeeper, Ernest. His grenade launcher is more focused on working in the PvE and PvP environment, so it has the largest mag and lowest relative damage so far. But it's got the accuracy and still enough power to be worthwhile. My only complaints are the design looks a bit like a toy, and sometimes the amount of reloading it requires can get a bit tedious, so it gets an A tier. Now, for a grenade launcher I really did not like, from Paladins. Something I came across in doing some extra research for this video, but unfortunately it was not worth the effort. Betty La Bomba. Tried to decorate the weapon, but unfortunately, it could not hide how bad it was underneath. Despite the fact the pirate guy has a reticle for a squid gun, Betty forgot to use it and has a regular reticle for some reason. Wait a second. This isn't a grenade, this is a regular gun in disguise! C tier! Disgusting! Not only does it fail to shoot in a satisfying arc, it also has the worst SFX in design so far. It sounds like a toy, but is also covered in garish gold, but also has sloppy decals on the drum. The muzzle literally looks like it was taken from another gun and slapped on, just some regular machine gun or something. Speaking of slapped on, look at this reload. Garbage! Admittedly, it does decent damage, but just use anything else at that point. In Deep Rock Galactic, the grenade launcher is the heavy weapon for the engineer. High damage, but low capacity. A great grenade launcher for what it does, blowing up large groups of enemies. So, can't complain about its low ammo reserve. But honestly, its design looks a bit aimless, covered on all that tubing and grey, so it only gets in a reasonable A tier. This one's a bit weird. Fallout 4 is the creation kit, and one of those creations apparently has a grenade launcher that I had somehow. This is actually a bad thing though, because the grenade launcher is really bad. The damage is low, the reload is boring, just recycled from some other gun, and the firing sound is the only decent thing around it. But the big killer is the lack of drop-off. Why would you ever use this poor man's missile launcher? D tier. Fortunately, the grenade launchers in Fallout New Vegas are a lot better. A bit short range, but its devastating power makes up for it. A tier. Another solid launcher. XCOM isn't a first-person shooter, but I remembered it had a grenade launcher, so I figured, why not include it? The grenade launcher is a reliable way for you to extend your grenade's range and capacity for your heavy gunners. Nothing fancy, but very handy. A tier. Just Cause has many heavy explosive weapons, and the grenade launcher gets another solid A tier. Just a reliable weapon for when you need something blown up. At first glance, it doesn't seem Borderlands 3 has any grenade launchers. But in fact, certain Torque shotguns with the grenade chain mag thing, I don't know what it's officially called, are exactly that. These launchers come with high damage, high accuracy, a great reload, great SFX, and a great look. This is easily another S tier launcher. Now for a somber tale. When I heard that a grenade launcher, a legendary tier weapon at that, would be coming to Borderlands 4, I foolishly believed it would be at least as good as the launcher from the game prior. Unfortunately, what I got was a low damage, inaccurate spam machine with a generic reload. Even if it had damage, the fact it comes with a mandatory 2-shot burst makes it obvious it's just a poor man's ogre, focused on spamming low-grade explosives instead of single devastating payloads. It also sounds and looks like a generic machine gun. Worst of all, the grenades have very low fall-off while traveling at a snail's pace. For all these crimes, it's a D tier. Next up is the most baseline of grenade launchers. A few shots for devastating damage, nothing flashy, nothing satisfying, just a real B tier. Helldiver's grenade launcher has a satisfying look with the ammo belt flowing from it and multiple high-powered rounds. Great for crowd control on small units, but incapable of damaging the larger units with more armor, which is a shame for a heavy weapon, but overall, it's still a decent launcher. A tier. The final grenade launcher we find is in Smash Bros. Brawl. They get rid of it. I forgot they replaced Snake's Off Ultimate. That's a DNF, I guess. And that's all the grenade launchers I could find, at least that I had relative access to. I know there's the infamous noob tube from Call of Duty, but I never played Call of Duty, so I'm just going to end my video here. If you guys have any fun grenade launchers you'd like to recommend, go ahead and put it in the comments, and maybe I'll make a part 2 of this video. Or maybe I won't. Games are expensive, who knows. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, you know, the usual drivel. And have a good day. Bye-bye.